So you've got growth. There's been a lot of growth and stability coming your way with this card, and you are now well on the way of your spiritual journey. So you're on the right path right now, and you've got a lot of growth that has come to you. You're very feeling a bit frustrated though. Maybe things are not moving as fast as you'd like it to, and so you are a bit frustrated and you're a bit confused about what to do next. And maybe this is what's causing the confusion about how to get out of whatever situation you are, is causing a bit of frustration. So in the past, you may have been dealing with strangers. Somebody has brought in some information for you, and that has given you a lot of power. It's empowered you, this information that has come to you. So somebody has said something to you, and that has given you that strength to cope with that situation. So going into the future, you've got the wisdom card. So there might be learning, studying, maybe you giving out information, maybe information coming to you, but you're definitely dealing with a lot of information, and you're very wise about things now. You've learned a lot, and you can hand out this information with confidence. There is some happiness coming for you. You will be befriending somebody who is very loyal and somebody who helps you get through situations that are pretty cloudy. So a very good friend, almost like a soulmate connection coming in over here, where this person helps you. You could also be dealing with, maybe you getting yourself a nice little puppy or a little dog, an animal friend. Those are also soulmates, so they could also be helping you, and you're dealing with that. That's how you're getting through the situation. So I have shuffled this deck. I'm just going to draw some cards from it. So the main energies is the star. There's a lot of hope, and you're being divinely guided along this pathway. So there's a lot of guidance coming in from maybe your higher self or from the angels, but you are definitely being helped along your pathway, your journey. There's a lot of blessings coming in for you here. So what's going on for you? You've got the Seven of Wands, excuse me, and the Five of Wands. So with the Seven of Wands, having to defend yourself, defend whatever you're building, whatever you're, whatever you have that you hold dear to you, you're going to have to stand up and defend. And that's what you're doing right now. You're defending everything that you're standing for. You're standing up for yourself, finally. And it's crossed by the Five of Wands over here. So you've been dealing with a lot of people that were against you, a lot of competition. People were not, they isolated you. You've been almost thrown out from the crowd over here, and they've been carrying on by themselves. There's been a lot of discontent amongst themselves, but they have, ignored you and, let you can see this person is completely by themselves looking in on the situation. So you've been excluded from some sort of group situation, and you've had to defend whatever your beliefs are. Maybe they have excluded you because of your belief system, and they have been carrying on by themselves and have left you out because you have different values, and you've had to defend that. You can see there are 4 of these little black kind of devil kind of thingies lurking around over there, and you can see there are 4 people over here. So there looks like there were 4 people who have excluded you from that situation, and they've been almost playing around. They've been a group unto themselves, and you've had to defend yourself against whatever they've got to say. Even here, you've been excluded from this family of 4. It could be a family situation from which you've been excluded, or it could be a group of friends that have excluded you, but definitely excluded from the crowd, and having to defend yourself. So in the last year, you've got the Three of Wands. You have had an idea that you put into play, and that is now growing. It's now starting to reap rewards, and you've done it by yourself, and it is now, you've been, with the Three of Wands, it speaks about communicating with a lot of people. So it's almost like something that you put out on an international basis, and it's now taking root, and it is growing, and it will produce, it's producing flowers, it will produce fruit, and you've worked really hard. You can see there's a spade over here, so working very, very hard, but it will produce its rewards. So in the last 3 months, you've been the Queen of Swords. You've been very heartbroken about what happened. The Queen of Swords is a very, very lonely woman, and very isolated, and she's somebody who's gone through a lot, and that is how you've been feeling. You've been spending a lot of time by yourself, not allowing people to come close to you, and sort of trying to emotionally overcome the situation that you've been through. Maybe still crying about whatever happened, looking to the past, thinking about whatever happened. But now you've taken your stand. She's got her power back, even though she's still upset about what happened, but she is standing up for whatever she believes in. So what you want to be this financially independent person with the Queen of Pentacles. You've got the Pentacles in your hand over here. So you want to have that position of leadership, but also you want to have all the material wealth and abundance that you've been working so hard to achieve. So that's where you're going. That's your focus right now. So going into the future, you've got the Six of Wands. You are going to be victorious in whatever you do. Whatever you've planted, whatever seed you've planted is taking root. And it might actually mean that you might move. So a lot of people are admiring you as well for having done what you did. So this is a card of victory, and this is a card of going forward into the future. Although he's going off on this turtle's back, so it might be a bit slow moving. So that it might be the frustrating thing about it. But it will move forward because this tortoise is moving forward. And a lot of people are admiring, and this plant is growing. So things are going in a positive direction, albeit very slowly it is going. So you've got another new idea that you want to put into play over here, and it's going to require a lot of hard work, but this new idea will take off and it will grow for you with this Ace of Wands. So it looks like it is taking off, and it will produce abundance. So around you, people see, what's going on around you. You will be able to get yourself, maybe you buy yourself a new home, and you'll be able to decorate it, and there's a lot of stability coming in for you. So whatever you've been working for after going through a lot of hardship, crossing a lot of rocks, it looks like you finally get your tree, your stability, and you'll be able to decorate it. So, you'll have enough money to be able to buy and live in comfort. It looks like that's what you want. That intention is to have that stability. So what your hopes are that you'll meet somebody that will bring you some emotional fulfillment, and you're looking for a soulmate connection with somebody. So you may be looking for a new relationship, or hoping to get a relationship that ends up in some sort of stability. So going into the future, you've got the Strength card, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So with the Strength card is, you're managing to take control of the situation and sorting things out. You have bound up all the people that all the challenges that have come your way. She's got ropes around all these mouths of this particular monster, and she's taken control. So you are acting in your power, and you're acting with confidence, and people can see that. And you're doing it quite nicely. You're drawing from your inner strength, and you're sorting your problems out one at a time. You've got the King of Swords over here, so there might be something legal that is coming in for you. It's followed by the Ten of Swords. So that legal problem that you've had, or there's something legal that you've been dealing with, comes to an end. It may not be something that has the outcome that you want. There's a breakdown of communication over here due to this legal matter over here. Maybe you have been engaged in something legal and you wanted a certain outcome, and it looks like that may not be the case. Unfortunately, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but whatever legality that you've been dealing with, you might have to just walk away from it. There was a lot of lies and deception that was involved within this legal system, this legal issue that you're dealing with, and it might not go in your favor with this Ten of Swords, and you may have to just walk away from it. There doesn't seem to be any foundation. There doesn't seem to be a lot of truth within that situation, and even though it might come to that, it doesn't seem like it's going to be any very productive for you. Let me put it to you that way. If you wanted to get something out of it, it doesn't seem like that is going to come your way. You may need to walk away from it and just take it and cut your losses and move with this situation. Okay, I'm just going to draw some cards from the Angel Tarot. You've got the Four of Earth over here, which says being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So you do need to watch your money, make sure that you're not overspending, especially during this period. It is the Christmas period, and you can end up overspending. So just watch your finances very carefully. You've got the Ace of Air there that says brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of the situation, a challenging beginning. So there might be a little bit of problems coming your way with this Ace of Air. These are just generally what people say, maybe information coming to you that you don't really want to know about. But you have good ideas and good solutions, and you will be able to overcome these problems. And the last card is Life Experience, which says a significant life event, a powerful revolution that brings change, time to spread your wings. So some big life change is coming your way, and it's going to cause a real big shift in energy for you. Maybe some truth coming in that is going to cause a big change for you. So be aware of that. There might be that legal situation. You still got the autumn leaves falling over here. So there might be, abundance might not be coming in with this legal situation. Maybe you were expecting something to come in, money to come in from a legal situation. That might not end up being the case. And you may just have to cut your losses and walk away from it, unfortunately. And just make sure that you're watching your finances so that you don't end up in problems. So whatever challenging information comes in over here, it's going to cause a big change with this life experience card, a big life event, a big change. But it is going to be something that allows you to be free of the situation that you are in. So it's going to free you from many ties that are holding you, and it's going to bring in positive change. At the end of the day, things will change for the better. So something big coming in to shift this energy of stagnation that you might be going through. But whatever ideas you have are going to take off, and there is going to be a lot of growth. So, this might not be the year that everything goes brilliantly, but this might come in next year, especially with the astrology. It seems like next year is the year for Taurus rather than this year. This year is just almost a year where you are rounding things off. You are just getting rid of all those negative energies from the past and closing those doors so that you can move into a brighter future next year when Uranus comes in and takes over. So that's a very important thing to understand, that although it seems like you haven't quite unstuck yourself from a lot of the past energies, next year is the year that Uranus comes in fully into Taurus, and that will bring the big changes. And this year is just tying up loose ends and getting rid of all those energies, planting the seeds so that they can sprout and bear fruit next year. So there is lots of recognition coming in for you, and lots of ideas that, where you're planting seeds this year in order for you to achieve next year. So don't be too disheartened if things happened. Just try and take it in your stride and not get too depressed about it, because things will open up from next year. Once Uranus comes back into Taurus.